My brother CS Duale, the PSs who are here, PS Salome for Correctional Services, PS Patrick Mariro of Defense, the Vice Chief of Defense Forces, General Menda, the Commissioner General of the Kenya Prison Service, retired Brigadier John Warioba, Secretary for Probation and Aftercare Services, all the senior officers from the Kenya Defense Forces, Kenya Prison Service, other government officials present, the member of the National Assembly representing Ruiru constituency, the Honorable Simon Kingara, who is here to represent the community that continues to host us at this facility. And everybody else that I have not mentioned, feel appreciated, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted today to be part of this historic handover of the Magereza Hospital by the Kenya Defense Forces to the Kenya Prison Service. This hospital is one of the premier medical facilities that we continue to develop to assist our men and women in uniform, as well as their families and other stakeholders, including members of the public, to get access to high standard and high quality medical services. It is important that I thank CS Duale, our Defense Minister, the Kenya Defense Forces fraternity, for being so magnanimous in terms of supporting the construction of this facility on behalf of the Kenya Prison Service. The reason we made a decision as the Ministry of Interior to request our brothers and sisters from the Kenya Defense Forces to support us with the construction of this hospital, and even going forward to support us as we operationalize this hospital, together with the other hospital which we are going to be taking over today, that is the National Police Service Hospital in Bagathi. The reason we requested our brothers and sisters from the Kenya Defenses to support us in the Ministry of Interior, there are two reasons. The first is that the Kenya Defense Forces within the security sector has the longest history with running, management, and operationalization of health facilities. They have a long history, and therefore they have developed impeccable capabilities and capacity to be able to set up and run medical facilities. And because we are all one in this security sector, we found no reason why Kenya Prison Service or the National Police Service should go looking elsewhere. So we turned to our brothers, and government decided that because this is primarily a health facility for a security organization, it was the position of government, the Kenya Defense Forces, having a long experience in this health and management of health institutions, should do it on behalf of the other organs of our national security. The second reason, of course, is because within the security sector, we are one unit. We are united. We have different mandates, but our common objective that puts us together is the security and stability of our nation. And therefore, the organs of internal security and our Kenya Defense Forces that are responsible for the defense of our nation, we have one common objective, and therefore we must always work together whenever there is an opportunity. And therefore we felt KDF, therefore, is the natural partner for Kenya Prison Service. And I'm very delighted at the very, very cordial, warm, and friendly engagement that has taken place during the construction of this facility. I want to underscore on behalf of the Ministry of Interior and National Administration, we will continue to foster partnerships, friendships, and comradeship between ourselves and Kenya Defense Forces so that we build public trust and public confidence in the organs of our national security, that we are all working together. We have one purpose, one objective, one mission, which is to make our country safe and secure. And therefore, my brother C.S. Duale, Vice CDF, and the other senior officials of KDF who are here, I want to assure you, on behalf of my colleagues, my PS here, Sally, and the other senior officials, including the Commissioner General of Kenya Prisons, that this relationship is not ending at this handover. The relationship is not ending at this handing over. It will continue. We do have some capacity in terms of medical personnel, but we will need additional capacity. And our first point of call will be the Kenya Defense Forces before we look elsewhere. So we have directed, my brother and I have directed that the two principal secretaries, P.S. Patrick and P.S. Salome, will work together, of course, with the rest of the team to make sure that the collaboration between KDF and Kenya Prison Service in the running of this hospital is concretized, so that when we need specialist consultant doctors who are available by within KDF, they should be able to support us. I want to underscore the need for us to maintain good standards. I have already directed PS Salome and the Commissioner General of Prisons to ensure that we do not compromise on the standards, the quality standards, including cleanliness that we have seen here. We have state-of-the-art equipment, medical equipment, which is already in place, and we want to put in more equipment. And the building, the facilities look great. But in this country, we have a problem of maintenance of public institutions. There is something that we have not gotten right as a country. And that is how to manage public institutions and public facilities that are clean and of good quality. And if you are asked the difference between a public hospital and a private hospital, is only one: cleanliness, standards, and maybe how we treat the people who come for services. The culture, our ability to present ourselves well. So we must work towards maintaining those standards. The facilities must remain in the quality they are in. It is easier to spend a little money every year to maintain the standards than to wait until the building and the facilities are dilapidated and we are trying to pump in money, lots of money, to bring them back to standard. So I really hope we will be able to make a difference. And again, I have been to the facilities run by our brothers in KDF, and I think we can model from them and benchmark and be able to do a good thing. Now, finally, is to just say that we have also agreed with my counterpart, CS Eden Duale, that we will be again in our facilities reaching out to the surrounding communities and general members of the public. So we are going to have some way where members of the public around here, even if it's on a referral basis, can get some access to this facility, because this facility is primarily for ourselves, but also we want to build good, good rapport and trust with the surrounding community. And that is going to be our policy even for the other institutions, including the National Police Service Hospital, which will be also taking over today. So with those many remarks, I'm grateful. I want to thank everybody who has made this possible. The contractor has done a good job, and I think, I saw the contractor here, I think now she has all the right to demand for payment of whatever is remaining of her money, because the work looks like it has been done well. Of course, I want to thank those who supervised the works from KDF, from Kenya Prison Service, and I want to wish you well, even as we go into the phase of making this hospital operational. We'll be having perhaps another event in this hospital at a date to be announced, so that now we move to the next level. And I think Minister Duale will be announcing that we hope that also we can have an even better hospital which serves the entire security system, so that referrals from this hospital and other hospitals, including the KDF hospitals that are in various parts of the country, can have one major referral hospital for men and women in uniform, all security formations, all security agencies. Again, to emphasize, we are one, we are bound and joined in the hip. Our mandates are different, but one common denominator is that all organs and agencies of national security, whether internal security or defense of our nation, exist to make sure that our country is safe and secure. I want to thank you, and now it's my pleasure to invite my brother, my friend, my colleague for many years, the Honorable Eden Duale, Cabinet Secretary for Defense, to address us, and after we finish his address, that will be the end of today's ceremony. Thank you, and welcome, CS Duale.